This is your man Grayson live doing some more Assassin's Creed Valhalla for PlayStation 5. Last episode, unfortunately, Hemminger Jarl passed away, and we were trying to talk to Vili about maybe filling his shoes. We were checking out gifts, and we got a sigil engraved on a shield. But now we've got to go check on this gift, because the shield was actually Vili's gift to his father.
Did you consult the Volva? And were your questions answered?
Some questions were answered. Others, I must answer myself. Do you think there's a place for Vili in our settlement? He expressed a desire to live and work with us.
Will he not be Jarl of this Shire before the day's end?
That remains to be seen. Some are more eager to see Tryggvi in the high seat.
Eivor, Tryggvi has no intention to lead. He feels duty-bound to follow his master into death.
Absolutely not. My father would never allow such foolishness.
How else can I honor my Jarl, old as I am? This is no country for me. The future is yours, Vili.
The flames of this pyre will burn for my father. You must live. I forbid you to follow him into death. I will not let you sacrifice yourself.
Do you forbid me as a friend, Vili? Or as our new Jarl?
As a man who would see you come to your senses.
Vili. Tryggvi. Each man wears one of Hemminger's boots, with both men unwilling to seize the other.
Does the world need such useless, dithering men? Why not stake a claim yourself? Take this Shire for your own.
It is not my place.
Your place is anywhere you lay your head, any hill you summit, any silver you take for your own. Do not limit yourself to niceties.
Nottinghamshire deserves a leader to admire, a man the people can trust. Most love Vili, and he loves them, but he lacks the will to be leader. He could learn, but does he wish to? And Tryggvi, sturdy and wise and loyal to the legacy Hemminger Jarl left behind, almost to a fault. But he is old, and his thrill for living has fled him. Hardly inspiring.
You cannot! I will not allow it!
I am not asking for your permission. Only your forgiveness.
Gods, Eivor, put a stop to this fool's death wish.
I would say can't lose another, because I would say Tryggvi could potentially teach him how to lead and also kind of guide Vili in the right direction, because I really think that Vili should be Jarl.
This is no small decision, Tryggvi, and not without great cost. The Shire will be diminished without you.
But I have nobody left. My life's purpose lies dead upon that pyre.
That is not so. When people look to my father for guidance, who did they see him turn to for counsel?
Hemminger Jarl was my rock. Yes, I gave him counsel, but he made the hard choices.
If Hemminger were here, would he not urge you to wield this wisdom for the betterment of all? Was your vow to serve Hemminger Jarl unto death, or to serve his legacy in life?
I will stay. You have wisdom, Eivor. More than I could have guessed.
Trying to set it up so that way Vili has at least someone to rely on when he takes over. Because, I mean, Vili doesn't want to, but I'm gonna see what I can do to convince him.
Eivor!
Sunniva!
Pigs were spotted moments ago, lurking in the thicket. Vili gave chase.
Ah, stick! He should have roused me first. Show me where he went.
Let us wake the others. The dark is lousing with pigs.
I mean, I probably could. I don't know if I'll say that we should keep this a secret, because I don't think it'll be beneficial to say that. Our cleanser drunk? Yeah, no shit. I think I'll just do this, because it's better to just do it myself.
I can take them on myself. Tell me where.
They're not far. I'll show you. His rage has consumed him, Eivor. All this anger, this sadness, it has truly taken form.
Arstic was never one to temper his emotions. This was bound to happen. I should have been more vigilant.
Do not blame yourself, Drengur.
He always had me to watch his back. His children, and again now. If this rampage is what he needs to rid himself of the sick that binds him, I will at least make sure he does not hurt himself.
Thank Odin he has the mighty Wolf-Kissed as his shadow.
There are things we do for family, Sunniva. No questions asked. For you, I would have done the same. For any of the Raven clan.
We know, Drengur. That is why we are sworn to you. Here, Eivor. This was where Vili saw the scout killed and then charged after the enemy ahead.
Oh.
I will head back to Hemthorpe and make sure our ravens stand vigilant. Return to us safely, Drengur.
I did see something here. Oh, that's all that is. So let's go this way. So it looks like it's having me go this way anyway.
I should not be seen in this area.
I'm kind of guess. Oh, there's another dead body. So maybe this way. What does he have? Well, hello, Snaky Poo. Terribly sorry. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not really that sorry. I kind of want to grab that key, because I feel like I'm gonna need it. Okay. And I'm guessing it's underwater. Oh, is it just for this? Son of a punk. Alright. Well, that was kind of a waste. I thought it was going to be for a door that I was going to need. I didn't see that that thing was locked, but okay. Well, that's one less thing that I'm going to have to collect when I'm playing on my own. Ooh, looks like they're practicing. Oh. Nope. Alright, no more sneaking.
Perfect. I could use your aid right now.
So let's get rid of these guys. Nope. Got him. Aw, man. Don't you dare die. Bring it on. I dare you. Give it. Yep, you go ahead and get him.
Two bastards!
Get back in there. Yep, you're going down. Do that. Got him. Where you going, Vili? So he ran up on his own. Is he just kind of dealing with it all? Or what's up?
Dare disturb these days of mourning?
Stop, Vili. They're gone. It is done.
Bah! I've seen roosters fight. Spirit.
Oddly enough, so have I.
That sound. Is it thunder?
Footsteps.
We need to fall back. Follow me. Quickly!
Lead them further into the cave and then we can maybe file them in. I gotta remember that. And some of that. I mean, I was headed this way before, but someone's like, no, I won't go the other way. Okay, we'll find it. I really like the fact that, like, these things are so elaborate. Like, these tunnels aren't just like, oh, super obvious. Got it. Let's do that, because it's faster and cooler. Yeah, I figured we're taking this ladder. But I want to make sure that I follow you, just in case, because we don't want you getting lost or stuck behind.
Thrilling, was it not? Just like when we were children, getting into trouble and getting away.
Save your honey word.
Oh. Nope. Bad puppy. Why must you be bad? I don't like doing this, but if I don't, then you do it, and then I don't get to continue the story. Okay. As you were saying, Vili.
Save your honey words for when we get out of here alive, our stick.
Okay. I don't see any enemies coming up. 'Cause that's what I would assume. It's like, I don't know, for some odd reason, like story-wise, we'd be running into an ambush by accident. Enemy encampment. Like, at least for this story, I don't see Vili double-crossing us. It would suck, but... Odin's hovel.
A moment to catch my breath.
Okay. Speak.
Ah, my sword's thunderhammer. That quickened the blood.
Wild and reckless, like our first battles together. Remember the island north of Stavanger?
I do. Kjotve the Cruel trained his berserkers there.
Great lumbering fools, foaming at the mouth. We taunted them from the treetops.
And the drunk one, remember? Naked as the morning. Froze his cock off trying to find us.
Then fell to humping a snowdrift.
Were you glad to hear from me?
I did wonder what trouble you'd been up to. But I smiled at hearing your name. And I wondered if you had taken after your father. If you were now leading your clan.
Well, you have your answer. I'd sooner take after a troll and leave this clan in your hands.
That I will not do.
When my father was named Jarl, he had no one to help him, and still he triumphed. But I am not my father. I simply want to roam. Do you think Sleipnir would be content bound to a stable, no matter how glorious it may be? Hey, what is that for?
You have friends, Vili. And what about Tryggvi? And me? And your clan?
Of course, I know that.
You can't roam forever. Keep that in mind. You are surrounded by those who love you. And that will not change. Unless you push it all away.
You speak a truth, I understand.
Troll-faced arstick.
A chicken draugur. Is such a thing possible? For that does not seem possible.
Voda, too. A warder infused with fire. I do not lie. Your father's death aside, Vili. This has been... good. Fun, even.
Do you ever wonder what might have happened if we had not been separated by the North Sea so early in our lives? What adventures we would have had. The raids, the battles, the glory. I even think about what we might have been to each other.
I mean, this is just me personally, but I do like the fact that they actually give you that option to have a very open sexuality. So, but I mean, this is just me.
No, I never dwell on our past that way. I find it slows me down to crawl. And I'm not made for crawling. I think I'll turn in. Long day ahead.
I do feel bad, but I mean, it's not me.
Are you going?
With so much on my mind, I haven't slept a wink. The funeral, the Thanes. I should get back.
I understand. I'll see you there. Billy, go on already. To prepare for the funeral, I imagine.
Alrighty, well, I think that's going to wrap up this episode. This is, of course, Assassin's Creed Valhalla for PlayStation 5. I have been Grayson. This, I like this. I like this arc. I like this, open world. I like this story. The options that you get to choose actually do affect the story, and I like the fact that it's not just, purely written to where it's like, oh, we're kind of dictating that the character is only this one way. And I mean, like, whether they can be good, bad, their sexuality, like, whatever plays into the character that you are. Like, you're actually playing as this character. I mean, you can't really change the look, but you could, of course, change the hair color. You could change the tattoos if you say so. But, I mean, you can be man, woman, doesn't matter, or I mean gender, sexuality doesn't matter. Like there's been a couple of cutscenes, and I'm sure that you've seen it, that the characters refer to my character as a she or a her, and I think it's mostly because the game may have been made so that way you could play as the female Eivor, but because I'm a man, I decided to choose a male character, and because I myself am heterosexual, like, I mostly choose all the decisions that are mostly heterosexual, but I'm also not overtly like, hey baby, like, let's come on over and blah blah. Like, no, that's not me. I'm not one to do that. So I mean, that's just my side of all that. But I do like the fact that your decisions actually matter in this game, and they actually dictate what's going to happen later on. I do some reading, like, later on when I get to those certain decisions, to where it's kind of like a certain decision could affect the game. Like, I found out with the decision to choose Hunwald over Herefrith, because I wasn't going to choose Alfgar. For Lincolnshire, this one, apparently if I chose Herefrith, then it would have turned out that I would have had to come back to Lincolnshire and kill Herefrith later. And by choosing Hunwald, it basically said that Herefrith kind of like reveals his hand, and he's like, oh, I'm actually a bad guy, and then basically we saw what happens. So I kind of made the right decision. I will say that there was one decision that I made that was not correct, I guess, and it could cause a little bit of drama later on. I don't know when, because we clearly haven't come across it, but when we essentially buried or took care of Uba, I lied to we buried Ivar, and I lied to Uba, and I'm supposed to have told him the truth, like 100%. And I did lie, mostly because I didn't want to concern him with the way that his brother died. But I guess that's potentially going to come back and bite me in the ass, but I don't know what that means for, like, biting me in the ass. So, but yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying this game. If you're wanting to see, like, what happens, like, if you were to choose even, like, an open kind of sexuality, or any of the other decisions that could cause extra drama, like Eivor sleeping with Randvi or something, and what's his face, Sigurd basically finding out later, like, those are actual options that could end up happening. So I would definitely recommend getting this game. I'm not really interested in saying that, but that's why I chose the things that I did. So anyway, I'm just kind of digressing right now. Went off on a slight tangent. Anyway, I hope you are, of course, enjoying yourselves, and if you are, of course, leave a like, comment, and hit the subscribe button, and along with that, don't forget that notification bell, so that way you know when these episodes pop up. So until then, I hope you are, of course, taking care of yourselves, and taking care of each other.